to the names where its attendance is displayed. You can use this chat box in case if we have some audio loss in between. Okay. Can you all guys see my screen now? I just shared my screen. Okay, I started the recording also, so every day I'll be starting the recording, and I'll be sending the recording either by end of the day or 1 day lead time to send the recordings. Okay. So today we'll see an overview of the training SAP SD and how to get a job in SAP SD. Okay, a job along with the knowledge. Okay, this all we'll be discussing as an overview. That means what we'll be discussing the next 2 months of time, what is the training deliverables, what would be the my teaching style, what commitments I would be giving and what commitments I require from you. So these all things we'll be discussing in the next 1.5 hour, which we would be practicing for the next 2 months. Okay, is that fine for everyone?
Okay.
Okay, well, because there are few guys who is already experienced working in SAP SD here, and there are few beginners here who want to get into SAP. So I would like to match everyone's wavelength. So the guys who already experienced, just be patient when we are discussing some questions. Why? Because you may feel that that's a layman question, what silly questions, but it's most important questions for the beginners. So let me address everyone, whether it's a beginner or an experienced one, the same way. Why? Because I'd be making sure that everyone understand the concept, then only I'd be going to the next concept. Okay, so let me start with the first thing, the training process, how it would be. See, the beginners who is expecting to go to a new job, generally what we feel is, okay, I joined training 2 months, okay, 1 month, okay, 4 or 5, I'll be getting a job in 4th month or 5th month, something like this, right? That's the idea of yours, right? Who all want to go to a job. So, but there is no that certainty that you will be getting a job within 4 or 5 months, unless until you give your 100% effort. Okay. So SAP requires lot of energies to practice, to understand, and to get into a job. It's not that easy for you just by attending a sessions and reading some books. You will not be getting a job. You need to have a very structured preparation. So leave that onto me. I'll be guiding you very clearly how to get into a job as well as to gaining a knowledge. My objective of training is to teach you 4 years of real-time experience in 2 months of time. That means you can understand. So how much quantum of subject we are trying to learn within 2 months. Okay, 4 to 5 years of real-time experience we are trying to learn in 2 months means you can understand the quantum of learning what we would be going through this process. Why? Because I will be keeping you really busy for the next 2 months. I'll be giving you a lot of exercises, interview questions, resume preparation, lot of activities we will be doing. So please, every day you need to make minimum 6 hours of time for beginners. Already working guys, at least 3 hours time. So the process of training is something like this. The action plan, let me tell you the action plan so that you can make up your mind and you can put in your mind that, okay, this is the month I'm going to get a job. Okay, that is my action plan. If you implement the same, you will be also following with me the same. We both will be in the same phase. If you don't put your commitments and efforts, you will be in another phase and I will be in another phase. Okay, see, from my side I will be giving you 101% commitment in every aspect. I require 100% from you. Okay, then only you would be in a job within the next 4 or 5 or 6 months, what my action plan tells you. So the action plan is something like this. 2 months of training. In these 2 months we would be covering complete SD, sales and distribution, end-to-end concepts, along with business processes. There are 9 business process, very important business process. We will be covering business process. Plus we will be also covering country India version CIN, that is Indian taxation, and we will be also covering LETRA, that is logistic transportation. Along with this we will be also covering some advanced concepts. Excuse my handwriting everyone, it's too bad. Advanced concepts. In this we would be trying to learn some real-time things like ABAP, debugging, user exits, for all the rise of objects, and user exits evap, and we would be also learning implementation project support. That means what is the consultant role in implementation project, support project, rollout, and upgrade project. Why? Because you all guys would be going with some experience, and industry and the company expects that you want to start the work from day one itself. They will expect work from day one itself. Why? Because you are going with 4 or 5 years experience. Okay. So if you are going with some experience, you should know these all concepts so that you can survive in a job. Okay. Why? Because to get a job, you need not to learn these all things, and you need not to put this much effects to learn SD and get a job. Why you are learning this means you want to survive in the job for next 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 years. Okay. That's only the reason we are covering these all things. These are very huge burden topics for you, but still you need to manage, and you need to learn this so that you can be safe in your job with a good package, good location, and your choice of company. Okay. So all the time I say that for sure you will get a job. That's the word, right? I tell to everyone. So why you will get a job? Why I am that confident? See, I don't know you, how much practice you will do. I don't know anything about you, but I am saying that you will get a job because I have that confidence in my curriculum. And as I told you, I'll be giving you 101%, and I require the same 100% from you. If both are 100 and 100%, definitely you'll be getting a job. So let me tell you why that confident I'm saying that you'll be getting a job. See, my objective of training is not only to get a job. In the first day itself when I talked to you, I guess I told you. My objective of training is to get a job, that to a better job. It's not just getting a job, it's getting a better job than others. That means you might be having a choice of locations. Okay, some guys from Mumbai cannot relocate to Chennai. Some guys cannot relocate from Chennai to Delhi. So you need to have your choice of job. That means that is a better job where you'll be having a choice of location, package, company. So all my trainees who finish training and go to job will be in a better job. They'll be having at least 2 offer letters in their hand with 2 different packages and 2 different locations. So it's their choice to choose which location and which package. Okay. So this is the objective of my training, but not only getting a job. As I told you, to get a job, you need not to practice these all things. You need not to learn these things. You need not to put this much efforts. Okay. I have a shortcut also to get a job. I can even teach that also. But my objective of training is to get you a better job, along with to survive in the job. Why? Because it should not be something like that you would be fired after 3 months or 6 months. Okay. And I want my trainees to be a forerunners, not a backrunner sitting at the desk and doing the back-breaking jobs of configurations. Okay. So for that, only the reason we would be looking into this many topics, and we would putting some very aggressive preparation. Okay. So this is what my objective of training, to get a better job and to survive in the job. For this, we need to learn these all topics, and I'm telling that you will be getting a job. So let me tell you how you will be getting a job. Let me put you some confidence so that you'll know that okay, I will get a job for sure. So generally what happens, this curriculum is only with me. Okay. And I can say that there is no one on the internet or anywhere else teaching this all curriculum in which is included in SAP SD training. Okay. So I myself differentiating from other trainers or institutes or whatever it is, and I am also making you to differentiate from the guys who is trained from other institutes. Why? Because in any other institutes, they might be, or in other guys who is coming to interview. Suppose say there is 10 guys who come to interview. Out of these 10 guys, SD is common for everyone, but hardly they will be possessing these extra skills. Okay, let us discuss. There is other guys who is having SD plus SIN. There is some other guys who is having SD plus LETRA. Okay, but what the skill set you are having? SD plus business process plus SIN, LETRA, and advanced concepts. So you see, Out of the 10 guys, you are only other 2 people. Out of 10 people, only 2 or 3 might be having this skill set what we are discussing here in our training process. That means there itself you have outbeaten these guys. The rest of 7 guys or 6 guys who is not having this all skill set. Why? Because SD has been evolved since last 40 years, and no company wants a guy who is having only an SD experience. They want multiple skills now. Okay, with the same package what they are paying you, they want the jobs with getting done in multiple areas. So they are expecting SD with SIN and LETRA. This is the most combination what you can have to get in a job and distinct from yourself from others. Okay, so with this combination you will be outbeating the 8 guys or 6 guys who is coming to the interview. That means there are only 4 guys left. Okay, out of these 4 guys, I can for sure say that my training will outbeat another 2 guys out of this. That means at last there will be hardly 2 or 3 guys. The guys who has come to training in interview is 10, but there will be only left 2 or 3. So I can take you up to this level with my training. So you need to compete with only 1 or 2 guys. That's it. Only 1 or 2 guys you need to compete in your interview. I can, with my training, I can take you up to this. Is that clear for everyone what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this
Yeah.
is
Yes.
this is only the reason why all trainees get a job. And I have some real-time guys here, Balaji and Mohit. Mohit, would you be agreeing with me? Will every SD consultant have this skill?
Exactly, Praveen. I mean, I totally agree with you. I mean, these are the main areas which you would be covering, and
Yeah.
this is important.
Why? Because SD is with everyone. Okay, every is SD1, everyone. But out of 100 SD consultants, only 10 consultants have SIN knowledge, and out of 100 consultants, there is only 5 consultants who is having LETRA knowledge. But you are going with this complete package. So this will not only help you to get a job, but to survive in a job. Okay, so but we will take this as a secondary skills. We will not stress much on this. Okay, we will stress very good on SD. We will look into these configurations, everything, whatever you need, end-to-end configurations on SIN, LETRA, everything we look into. But this is, as we will put it as a secondary skills. Why? Because always there should be a differentiation between your skill set, primary and secondary. Okay, that's what this is. Okay, yeah. Next, see if can you be unmute everyone if it is some disturbance to someone. So if you have some questions, you can unmute yourself and you can ask me, or else you can put a message on the chat box. Okay, yeah. So this is where I'm saying that you will be for sure getting a job. Okay, this is one thing what I will be giving. So that is 2 months of training. In this 2 months of training, we are going to learn these all topics. And the next thing is the action plan after 2 months of training. See, it will take minimum 2 months for you to understand what is SAP SD. Okay, it itself will take that much time for you to understand. Why? Because 1 month, 1.5 months, you are still learning SD concepts, so you don't know what is end-to-end SD. Only after 2 months you will be knowing what is end-to-end SD. So generally, if you go to any academics, what they do, they teach year round or a semester, then after they give 15 days or 1 month break, then only they conduct the exams, or then only you do some project after finishing your curriculum. It's exactly same what we are practicing here. 2 months of good preparation. After this preparation, you need to have 1 month of solid preparation for end-to-end. Why? Because now you know end-to-end SAP SD interview questions, real-time business process, your resume is in your hand, everything is there. So you need to see, you are putting 6 hours of everyday effort here. You need to put it close to 10 to 14 hours in this 1 month. This is only the deciding factor whether you will be in a job in next 2 months or not. Okay, 10 to 14 hours I request for beginners to put at least in this 1 month of preparation. You will be trying for a job only after this 1 month, that is in the 4th month or 5th month. 4th and 5th month you will be trying for a job, and for sure I can say that by end of 5th month you will be in a job. The worst case, if time is not permitting for you, will be in a job in 6th month. If anything more than 6 months, there is something wrong which you need to look back. Why? Because from my side I'm giving 100%. If out of the batch of 10 guys, if 5 guys are getting a job, 5 are not getting, means that is where you need to look into, but not I'm. Okay, out of 10 guys only 1 guy is getting a job, means then really I need to think. Why? Because 9 guys has not got a job. So you need to get a job within 5 months. No guy out of my trainee has crossed 5 or 6 months in getting a job. Within a 6 months they are in a job. Why? Because that's where we practice everything. Okay, so this is the action plan. 2 months of training, 1 month of very good preparation, and 4th and 5th month you'd be going for jobs, and by 6th month the max you need to be in a job. So schedule yourself, prepare yourself for next 6 months for SAP SD, and I'm promising you this 6 months of your efforts will pay you for the whole life. SAP is a very high profile job and high paying job. No other, even software technology also will pay you that good salaries and that good packages. Why? Because SAP has some distinct to enjoy in a job. Why? Because you'd be traveling places on site. You would be talking to knowledgeable persons, some 20 years, 25 years, 30 years experienced guys in their industries. So you have a scope to learn. You will be enjoying that. You'll be traveling places, meeting new people. SAP is global. Okay, you don't know in which country you would be posted in a project. Okay, so it's a very high profile job, high paying job, and very promising job. So these 6 months of efforts will pay you for whole life. So please dedicate your time, efforts, energies, everything on this. Someone says that I don't have time, I was totally occupied with my job and these things. Yes, everyone is occupied, but make some time. Say suppose you have children and you want to drop them to school, delegate this work to someone else for next 3 or 4 months so that you can save at least half an hour or 40 minutes. If you go to gym and work out every day for 1 hour in the morning, cut short it to half an hour so that you can save another half an hour. Like that, manage. Working guys, please manage your time to at least 6 hours a day so that for sure within 6 months you can be a job. Okay, is this clear? My action plan is clear. Is it practical or anything misguiding?
It's clear, Praveen.
It's clear, right? It's a practical which hundreds of guys are already put this effort and they are in job now. Priyanka is there here, right? Priyanka? Hi,
Yes,
Priyanka.
sir.
Yeah, you know, right? In my other video which you saw, there were one lady and guy talking about their job, right?
Yes, yeah.
Priyanka has watched that video. You know, the lady from US, she joined my training on January 8th. This year January 8th is her batch. Okay, she joined on January 8th and she was in job on February 28th. Not even the batch course is not finished, but she was in job by 28th in US. $90 per hour. This is a very good pay in US. $90 per hour means it's a high package in US. Okay, and I have one other guy called Sohail who is also got job within 15 days of the training. He's already a certified, but he don't know where to go. Why? Because certification knowledge will help you to know the concepts, but you don't know how to practically apply it. In the real time you need to apply. But when he joined my training within 15 days, he got a job. That's where he realized what he's missing. Okay, so there are guys who got a job in such a short span, and there are guys who has taken 8 months, 1 year also. See, these guys has taken 8 months, 1 year not because of lacking subject knowledge. They are very poor in communication. They are from very rural background in Telugu medium or some other medium, Hindi medium like this. They don't have communication skills. But I hope all the guys who are here from metro cities, you have a very good communications. So you need not wait this much time. Okay, so there are success stories who got a job within 1.5 to 2 months, and there are guys who got job within 8 months and 1 year also. Okay, so it has been proved with hundreds of guys who has took training in the past 2 years from me. So you can also do that. Okay, so manage your time wisely. That itself will get you a job. Okay, so this is the action plan. So to support this action plan, how I can support you to get a job and how I will be following this particular means, let me tell you. One is my training. Second thing is I'd be helping in you preparing a very good resume. Why? Because in SAP, 50% of your job you will be getting only through resume. Only 50% you need to put your efforts to get a job. Why? Because SAP is such a vast that no person will be getting a chance to work at least 50% of in SD module throughout his life. You cannot even work 50% of SD in throughout your life career of 30 years or 40 years. Hardly you would be working some 20 to 30%. That's it. That's it in the lifetime what you can work. SAP SD is such a vast. I know persons, my trainees itself, who are working in SAP SD in one particular topic called pricing since last 7 years. And I know one guy who is into ADI since last 5 years. That means you can just think of. So when we see our course content, it is very huge. We have some 20-30 concepts, but in the real time you would be working on hardly 5 or 6 concepts, nothing more than that. That's only the reason if 10 guys join my training, there would be close to 7 to 8 working guys. That means already working in SAP SD, because this guy who is working since last 7 years in pricing don't know other concepts. Now if they pull him and put into a new project where a topic called as credit management, he don't know anything about that. Or else if you want to change a job, he cannot crack the interview. Why? Because he don't know anything except pricing. That's the reason most of my trainees, if I start a batch, 10 guys join, out of that 7 guys will be already SAP SD certified or working guys. Only 4 or 5 will be beginners. Okay, so why I'm saying that resume will get you a job means, if you have 30 concepts in SAP SD, it's not sure that you should mention all the 30 topics in the resume. Okay, you should mention in resume some topics which you cannot avoid, and at the same time you should not mention your topics which you are not that comfortable. And you need to segregate your skill set, like I am good at, I worked on, and I have knowledge on. You need to segregate your skill set like this in your resume so that interviewer can easily gauge your experience, skill sets and everything. If you don't do like that and you mention all the concept like 30 to 40 concept in resume, even he don't know from where to ask. Okay, even he would be confused and he cannot assess or gauge you where you are strong or where you are not strong or something. But when you bifurcate or you segregate your skill sets like this, it will give him a very clear-cut idea of you, and he will be feeling very comfort to ask you in the question. See, everyone fear actually to go interview, but at the same time interviewer also is fear to take interview for you. You know why? Because he might be 2 or 3 year senior than you, who entered in the same way with a fake to the job. Okay, he also may not be comfortable settled in job. Okay, he's just 2 or 3 years prior to you. That means it is 2016 today. He is in job in 2013, some fake documents itself. So he is not up to the mark now. So, and generally these guys would be taking the interviews. Why? Because SAP jobs are high paid. So companies don't want to waste the resource of experienced people. So recently, let me show you one example. I have a guy called Sugam in my morning batch. Let me show you one. Everyone can see my screen, right? Yeah. This guy Sugam, he's in my morning batch. Okay, so he was trying to get into SAP SD since last 1 year, and he was struggling like anything, and he went to other trainer. After going with the trainer, within 20 days he realized that no, I will not get a job with this trainer. Again he came back to me, and on the first day he joined on 22nd of 2016 with me. Just see what all he was saying on 22nd of March. The course content is that much what you mentioned study material PDF, because see, he was saying that other trainers, that is last trainer, even other than that of last trainer, were containing more than 25 units and 1600 pages. Just out of curiosity, he's asking me that, Praveen, your document is only 350 pages, but my other trainers saying that there are 25 units and they have given 1600 pages of notes. It is something like that. Quality matters, not quantity. Do you agree, everyone?
Correct, sir.
It's the quality matters, not quantity. So on the first day he was saying like this, Praveen, your document is only 350 pages, but my other trainer, last trainer, has given me 25 topics and 1600 pages, and he is also saying that I am nervous about my current stage, Praveen, because I was trying to get into SAP since last 1 year and hardly and without trainer. Then after when he joined with the trainer on January 16th, he thought that he can make it easily, but of course doing hardcore preparation from my side, later this seems to be shattered my dreams. Then after I could find myself in worried situation, terrifying me about my future because I have invested energy and money a lot. This is what this Sugam was telling on 22nd March. You see the same guy after joining my training on 12th of this month, that means after 20 days he went for some interview. Okay, so he went to interview on which date? 10th, and April 11th he posted me the interview question. See, I'm telling, right, you will be getting a job. Why? Because we do different kinds of practices to get a job. All my trainees, even tomorrow you also, after finishing the training, you go to jobs, right, for interviews. Whenever you go to interview, you need to memorize and remember the questions and again come back and share it to me, so that I will be sharing these questions too with everyone. So that this is how we practice. This is one of our methodology again to practice, so that you will be also knowing the interview questions. You know how this helped? Recently what happened, one of my training has gone to Bristol Cone. Bristol Cone, anyone know Bristol Cone company in Bangalore? There's a company called Bristol Cone. First one of my trainee has gone there. They have asked some close to 20 to 25 questions. Out of that he could not answer 5 questions. Okay. He remembered every question and come to me and he has told me, I have given answers for all these 25 questions. Later we have sent 2 of my trainees to the job, and the interviewer was same. He's putting the same questions. These 2 guys has selected in Bristol Cone, and now they are doing job in Bristol Cone. So now I guess you understood the importance of sharing the interview questions of every interview. If not you might be helping your friend to get a job. Okay. In the same way, some other friend or some other trainee will help you to get you a job like this. So why? Because these are real-time questions which is asked in that particular company already. So today for someone, tomorrow that interview might be scheduled for you. Why? Because interview panel might be same, the interviewer might be same, his mood, everything is same. So the questions, suppose say earlier he asked 15 questions, out of that you can expect same 5 questions in your interview also. At least 5 questions right answers is very good gauge. Okay, so what we are discussing now, yeah, interview Sugam, right? You see, this guy has gone to interview on 11th of April, and just see what he was saying after that interview. I have cross-checked and verified that, and I have successfully attempted 80% of questions, and it gives confidence, Praveen. You're seeing, right, everyone? This is what my training has made a difference in 20 days for a guy who is struggling from 1 year to get into SAP. And you know, we haven't finished his course. It's hardly 25 days his batch has started, half of the batch. That's the reason I'm telling. Guys getting job before finishing the training itself, they're getting jobs. Okay. Now this guy says that, forget about job, Praveen, I'll get a job. If not today, tomorrow I'll get a job. But now my focus is to learn concepts and to survive. I want to do something better in my job. Forget about job. I will be getting a job for sure. So this is what my training will make a difference. And this is how I differentiate from other trainers, and I will also make you to differentiate from your colleagues and other guys also if you're in a project also. Okay. So that's how resume preparation will help you to get a 50% of job. Why? Because in SAP, to get a job, first you need to schedule for an interview, right? Getting scheduled for interview itself is a very big task unless until your resume is up to the mark according to the industry standards and what is industry expecting current today. That means today's job description should match with your resume. That means your resume should match with the today's description. Then only you will be getting a job. So we would be preparing a beautiful resume according to industry's current needs, so that when a recruiter searches for a profile, your resume will be always in top 5 or top 10, so that they will be scheduling more number of interviews for you. That means if 5 interviews is scheduled, for sure you may getting 2 offer letters. See, SAP interview something like this, you need not to attend 5 interviews, 10 interviews, 15 interviews. Within 5 interviews, you will be getting a job. You need not to cross anything 5. If you are crossing 5 means again you need to look something back. So resume preparation, I'll be giving you perfectly training and resume preparation, and I'll be providing you 2000 plus interview questions which are 85 to 90% expected in the interviews. There will be nothing left after reading this 2000 question. If you see this particular Sugam's question, what they have asked in the interviews, out of these 16 questions, he answered 80, means you can understand the gauge what we are talking about. And you know, my morning batch, this on 20th, that means just day before yesterday, I finished this batch of 6:30 to 8 o'clock, and now I am starting the new batch for you today. That morning batch which I finished just one day back, they have answered all the 16 questions. All the 16 questions they have answered. And you know, all these 16 questions are nothing from my 2000 questions. Okay, so after reading these 2000 interview questions, nothing will be left for you to read anything more, and this is much more than enough, and with this will enough to keep you busy for next 6 months to get a job. And we will be also discussing 100 plus real-time scenarios. You are going with 4 plus years of experience and you say that I worked really. If I put some real-time scenario from a client, real-time scenario means it's nothing but client's requirement. If I ask some new requirement, if you don't answer, if you don't know SAP holistically, complete SAP, if I ask some real-time scenario, that would be a very bad thing. So we would be also discussing some real-time scenarios. See, real-time means this is real-time which myself, my colleagues or my trainees who has faced this in their job in the earlier. That is what I am pulling out and explaining you. So these are no dummy scenarios or nothing. These are exactly requirements of clients in the industry, which as a consultant you have to fulfill. And I'd be giving you lot of other documents which will be helpful for the real-time job environment. As I told you, not only job is our objective of training, surviving and real-time of job also. So for real-time to survive in the job also, I'll be providing lot of documents. Balaji and Mohit, did your company provides Q&A database for you in the real-time implementation projects? For requirement gathering? For requirement gathering in the implementation project, will your company provide Q&A database?
No.
No.
It will not provide for both Mohit and Balaji, right?
No.
Okay,
Oh,
but
no.
I will provide you 2 sets of Q&As. 2 sets of Q&As I will be providing you. Okay, so this is how we would be learning all the things. You see, such a big MNC companies also don't provide Q&A database, and consultant has to take care of this, and it is very tough for a consultant, you know, and you are going with some 4 plus years of fake experience, and how can you manage? So that's the reason, to make your job everything simpler, I will be providing you lot of things like these documents which will help you and which will come handy in the real time. Okay, so now I'm talking about I'll be providing questions, everything, right? Let me show you what all I'll be providing you so that you'll be getting more confidence by seeing them. See, this is my study material, which is of 379 pages. This is what that Sugam is talking about. Praveen, your material is only 350 pages, but my other trainers has given 1500 pages. I can give you, I have 25 GB of SAP SD data, 25 GB. But this quantity matters? No. And other thing, in SAP, I guess the already working guys like Mohit or Balaji might be knowing. In SAP, first you should know what not to read. Leave about what to read. First you should know what not to read, that is this junk. This will take 2 years or 3 years for you to complete this 25 GB. But this will not get you a job ultimately. Why? Because you read 10 pages of some document, very interesting, you liked it. But end of the day, you came to know that this 10 pages what you are reading is of PP module, not SD module. Will it help at this point of time? Can you afford wasting this much time of reading 10 pages at this particular time? Not really, right? After getting a job, read it. Knowledge doesn't go waste. After getting a job, when you have time, read at that time. But at today, that means in these 2 months or the next 6 months, your focus should be only on SD. So I will guide you what exactly to read. So just follow my instructions. Don't even Google. Don't ask any friends for extra notes or something. My material, what I'm providing, my training is much more than enough for you to get a job and to get into a job. Okay. So let me show you. This is my material which I will be providing, which has one end-to-end implementation of pharma industry. So as I told you, there is no separate such a project kind of thing in my training. Why? Because that is included in the curriculum in the training itself. There is no marketing technique like I'll give you a project or something. Why? Because from day one we will be taking two industries like pharma and automobile, and we will discussing all the scenarios and interview questions for those industries. So that idea is by end of the training you should be experienced in two industries and two implementations. Okay, so that's the idea. So there is no, if I talk about project, means that is advanced concepts which and real-time concepts what we'll be discussing. That's it. There is no separate project or something we will be doing separately for 10 days or 15 days after finishing course. We will be doing that along with our training itself. So this is my study material. See, I was very inspired with these quotes, and I also want you to look into this quote at least once a day. Why? Because these quotes are very much apt to the SAP industry particular. Why? Because guys come with very good zeal to get into SAP industry, but after going through for first 10 or 15 sessions, they will feel that, why I need to do these all things? Let me go back and do my own job. That is good. Why I need to learn these all things at this age of 30, 35, and I need to sit and read? It is not happening with me. I'll go and do my job. That's what this quote says, that by failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. Everyone understood, right? What is this quote? By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. That means you don't prepare, that means you are already prepared to fail. So leave about SAP SD getting into, forget about SAP SD. So don't get into this particular quote. Okay, put your efforts for 6 months, you will be in a better job. And this quote is also very apt for SAP industry. Why? Because I have seen many guys saying that, Praveen, I practice for 10 hours, 15 hours, 16 hours, but I'm not getting a job. SAP doesn't require practice. Why? Because you create an order, you create one order, you create 100 orders. It's the same. You don't learn anything out of that. But if you try to learn while creating an order, what all SAP is doing in the background, if you're trying to learn that, then it would be helpful for you. So practice doesn't make a perfect, only perfect practice makes perfect. So in these 2 months of training, we will be seeing only perfect practice, but not all the time practice. So that's the reason I have put these quotes in my first page of document, and I want to motivate, inspire you with these quotes. So my document has some 379 pages. You can see every topic will come with set of interview questions. Okay, I have these interview questions in a separate document also. I'll share with you. And I believe in one thing, that is one image speaks 1,000 words. That's the reason if you see my document, you'd be having more of illustrations, so that you need not to read 10 or 15 pages. That's the reason my document is only 350 pages, my material is. Okay, if I try to write everything, it will be in volumes, volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, volume 4, anyway I'm planning to come up with volumes in future. So if you can understand this image, from this image I can give 10 hours of lecture. With only this image I can give 10 hours of lecture. So I want you to, why? Because images we can visualize, 10 pages of matter we cannot visualize. That's the reason you see my complete document I will have more of diagrams, illustrations, so that you can easily remember the subject or whatever the thing you learn. Why? Because the guys who come to SAP might be almost 26 crossed age. They would be almost 26, 27, 30 age. It's hard for them to remember again now going back to college days like that, you cannot sit and you cannot read. But you have that idea of visualizing and explaining the concepts. So you see, my complete document talks about a lot of images, illustrations for you to easily recall the concepts back. Okay, so this is the document what I would be providing, and I have business process also in the same document here itself. You see SD business processes. We have close to 7 to 8 process which we would be discussing. Let me show you what all the business process we will be discuss. So these are the business process what we will be discussing. I'm saying, right, business process also is very important. OTC process, consignments, third party, IPO, make to order, stock transport returns, intercompany sales. These are the major business process which you will be seeing in any industry or any company. So we'll be also discussing this with along with interview questions. So this is my study material, and I'd be also providing some 2000 interview questions, right? See, I'll be providing more than 2000 interview questions, not 2000, but that figure itself is very exaggerating. So I don't put anything more than that. So the first document is a set of 58 pages, and this particular document is having interview questions topic wise. Implementation project, some 50 questions. Support project, some 20 questions. Customer master, some 50 questions. Material master. So basics, that is a test exercise actually. Pricing, then after free goods, material determination, revenue, like this. See, this document is the interview questions what you see in these documents are topic wise. The idea behind this particular document of interview question topic wise is, and you need to attempt this particular document in this particular 2 months of training. That means, suppose say on Monday we would be starting one topic called implementation. Suppose say we finish the topic. After finishing that implementation topic, immediately you need to attempt interview questions from this document. Say suppose we finish the topic called availability check. After finishing the topic, immediately you need to attempt the interview questions from this document. Okay, so idea of this document is for practicing and preparing in this 2 months of training process. So what this attempting interview questions after a topic will give you advantage? One is, you can gauge yourself on the understanding of this particular topic, what you have prepared or what we have finished. One thing, it will give you a gauge of understanding, so that you will come to know that, okay, do I need to put any more efforts, or these efforts what I am putting is enough. You can gauge yourself, and again you can increase your working hours. Second thing is, you are trying to prepare for job interview now itself. Is it a good idea, right, everyone? What we are doing with this?
Yes.
Right? So the idea of this document is to gauge your understanding, and second thing, to prepare for interview now itself, and it has close to 800 interview questions topic wise. Okay, topic wise. So by end of the training 2 months, the idea is you should finish this 800 questions. Okay, let me show you one another document. See, if you go to interview, will they ask questions topic wise? You prepare topic wise here, but will they ask questions in topic wise in interviews? No, right? Questions will be random. In the examination, if you go, they don't ask topic wise, random questions. So the reason, I have one more set of interview questions, that is close to 106 pages and close to 760 questions, close to 765 questions. These questions are random. Even I don't know what is the next question after the first question. That means this might be from a topic called availability check, and the next question might be a topic question might be from a topic called credit management. Even I don't know from which topic the next question will be. So the idea of this particular document is to prepare you or a simulation for the interview. That means in interview they'd be asking random questions from here and there, from which topic you don't know. So you want your mind to make up from now itself, so that you will not feel any discomfort in the interviews, okay, in thinking of the or recollecting the answers. So this document you need to practice. I was saying about 1 month of very good preparation, right, after training. in this particular month you need to attempt this WQ&A. This particular document what I'm talking about, this is WQ&A. This document you need to give in this particular 1 month. Why? Because you know SAP SD and everything end to end now after finishing 2 months of training. So now if you attempt these questions, there is nothing left for you. So here itself you are attempting close to 1800 to 2000 questions, right? And I will be also giving you some other 1000 interview questions which is 100% real time. See, the idea of these two documents of 1800 or 2000 question is for not interview, not for real time or interview. This is for to gauge your SAP understanding knowledge and to make you perfect in SAP SD. But to prepare for interview, see, you may getting questions out of this, but we have one another set of 1000 questions which is complete 101% real-time questions. Okay, so I don't think anything after reading or preparing with this, nothing will be left. That's the reason if any of my trainee go to interview and face 25 questions, they will at least answer 20 to 23 questions. Minimum they will answer 20 to 23 interview questions. Let me also show you one more example. I just switched off my screen, so I need to access my email. Just a minute, I will show you one more thing. See, there is a guy from US who has taken training from me in the last November. Okay, can you see my screen now, everyone?
Yeah, can able to see.
Everyone can see my screen right now. See, there is a guy from US who joined my training in last November 2015, and he finished his training in November and December. He got a job in February of this year, and he's in US TCS US. You see, these are the questions. As I told you, whoever is my trainee go to interview, they'll collect the interview questions and send it to me after their interview. Okay, so he went to TCS interview and they asked some 21 interview questions to him. Out of this, 18 questions are straight away from my document, from my material or from my interview questions. That's it. He cleared and now he is in TCS US. Okay, so after reading or preparing this many interview questions and this much knowledge of preparation of two months of training, there is nothing left for you. And as I told you, my trainees will answer minimum 20 to 23 of interview questions out of 25 questions which are they asked in interviews. And you don't know, out of 10 guys who go to my interview, my trainees who go to interview, 8 guys will come back and say me that, Praveen, interviewer appreciated my knowledge in the interview. I can text you my WhatsApp messages which I have received from my trainees. They'll be saying that, Praveen, interviewer has appreciated my knowledge on pricing today in the interview. Interviewer has appreciated my knowledge of solving of tickets or approach to the ticket solving. Okay, so that's where interviewers are appreciating trainees, and sometimes interviewers are getting humiliated by my trainees. Why? Because as I told you, interviewers are not greater than you. They are just 2 or 3 years experience than you who get into company before 2 years or 3 years than you. That's it. Okay, if they are not my trainees, with my training, my knowledge, what you are going, you will be humiliating interviewers. But don't do that. It's his ego will hurt. Don't hurt interviewers' ego. Okay, I will tell you how to practice for these all things, how to be subtle in the interviews, how to answer. We will be practicing this all things, lot of tips and tricks, how to behave in the real-time environment. I'll tell you everything in this next 2 months. Okay, that's what we are saying. 4 years of real time we are trying to learn in 2 months. Now I guess now you feel right why I'm saying this much time you need to put. Everyone, do you understood why I'm saying that you need to put this much time?
Yeah.
This many interview questions, this many scenarios. That's only the reason you will be getting a job and you will be occupied for next 3 or 4 months. Okay, so these are the interview questions what I'd be giving you, and I have shown my document. Let me also show you a few more things. See, I have a complete glossary of SAP SD starting for alphabet A and alphabet C. I guess this is not there with anyone else. Why? Because I prepared this and it is only with me, I can say. I have prepared a glossary such a way that No terminology should be new for you. Why? Because you are coming from different backgrounds. You don't know SAP SD, you don't know SAP, and you don't know job market. Everyone knows what is notice period. Everyone here know what is notice period?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there are some guys who don't even know notice period. Why? Because in their job, they don't never heard about a note called notice period. Why? Because generally in marketing, we don't see notice periods. Okay, or some kind of jobs we don't see notice period. So some people don't know even notice period. So what I did is I have collected all the glossary and put it as single place there, that no terminology should be new for you. That means you should not know what is that means you should not be ABAP query, ABAP repository, whatever it is, whatever the terminology. If someone is talking, you should not stare with a blank face. So that's the reason. Let me show you what all I have collected and put it here. MN, right? You see, notice period, off-site work, on-site. This is how I have collected and everything, put it in a single document, so that no terminology should be new for you and you should not stare with a blank face in any discussion or something. Why? Because we are going with experience. We should go with 100% of guns. We should not left any single stone unturned. So I'll be sharing all this also with you. So this is up to you whether you want to go with this or not. Why? Because these all things anyway we will cover in this 2 months of training process. But it's also good to know 2 or 3 different kinds of use. Why? Because rebate. I might give you some knowledge of rebate. Someone may tell something kind of rebate. But rebate means it's a special kind of discount given by company to customer. One standard definition. Which is also why? Because SAP is a global. You cannot show that, hey, Praveen has reached only this thing and I'll stick to this. No. You cannot stick to what I have said. You should also know the global practice and what all other guys also talking about. So I'll be giving you complete A to Z glossary, which will help you to understand every terminology in SAP SD. And I'll be also giving you lot of business processes. Business processes means, as I told you, I'll talk with images. Third-party business process. I'll talk with a very good image so that you need not to read again. With this image, you can answer any question after of the interview. Third-party IPO, make to order, for anything we will talk only with images like this business process. I'll be sharing this. See, the idea behind these documents, these images or whatever I'm sharing is, you need to take a printout of this and stick it somewhere in your place where you can stare for at least 5 minutes. Why? Because this itself will get you a job. Instead of reading some 10 or 20 pages, by staring this image, you can revise, you can recollect. So the idea, I'll tell you how to do this. I'll be sharing this thing with you. And I'll be also sharing config documents. See, this is a document end-to-end implementation of Maruti Udyog Limited, end-to-end, a $1 billion company implementation. You have complete implementation, that means configuration of SAP SD with screenshots. You need not to worry, I don't know how to configure this. Why? Because everything is screenshot documented here, including the values, where to click, when to save, after saving what to do, everything screenshot. Everything is screenshot, topic wise, customer master. If I go to some other topic, say suppose pricing, okay, everything screenshot with along with values, what values to be maintained, what to maintain. Okay, I'll be giving you this complete document. See, that's only the reason. See, in these 2 months of time, what we'll be doing means knowledge sharing and brainstorming. We will not waste our time configuring the SAP system. That means you need to practice, but from my side, I will show you every field, I will explain you every field, I will tell you in which business process we will use this in the real time, but I will not show you configuring everything in the system. Why? Because it will take 8 months to 1 year to show you everything configuring like that. Okay, but these configurations are already configured and documented with screenshots in the document which is readily available. So let us not waste time in looking the configurations. Why? Because configuration is a desk job. I want you to be knowledgeable. Why? Because what's there in SAP easily you can understand, but what's there out of SAP you cannot understand. That's what we are going to learn everything here. Okay, So I'll be sharing the config documents, and I was telling about the Q&A DB, right? Question and answer DB, which you will be using in the requirement gathering of implementation project. And as Mohit and Balaji is saying that their company don't provide you. As I told you, I'll provide you 2 sets of Q&A DB. This itself is a master stroke in your implementation projects. You know, you'd be having interview questions. This is how you collect the requirements from your client. You will put questions like this: is master data common across all departments? Your customer will say that yes. Some questions might be requiring a lengthy or a brief answers. If it is something like this, you will be taking a brief answer like this. Okay, so you'll put questions like this: how are the pricing condition types specified? Okay, we'll address it later. That's what the client has said. So I'll be providing you the Q&A database like this of 2 sets, which you can use it really in the real time, and it will be very handy. And I know out of 100 companies, 1 or 2 companies provide this. Rest all consultants' job to take care of this particular Q&A DB. And you know, can you imagine and can you believe there would be close to 2000 questions in this? Is it possible for a consultant to ask this 2000 question without a document to a client? Is it possible? The real time guys, Mohit, and you need to tell your experience. Balaji, can we ask these questions, 2000 questions or something, without a document to interview the client? It's highly
No,
impossible,
it's
right?
actually highly
It's
impossible.
really
and
very
we
tough to win. And
Yes.
I mean that's all experience counts, right? I mean
Yeah,
we need
that's
to
where
consult
your
our
experience will count really. But you have a limited experience now, 4 or 5 years, which you cannot do these things. You cannot repeat this kind of feats there without a document. So
Correct.
I'll help you with this document so that you can take this document, and if you are in an implementation project, you can use this document easily and you can clear this. As I'm telling, out of 100 consultants, only 2 or 3 will have these documents. That to my trainees, I can say. And I'll be also giving some ebooks like Glency. Some of you guys may already have this, Glency William and Kapil Sharma, like these books. Why? Because as I tell you, SAP is global. You should know 2 to 3 versions of SAP SD, not only one version what Praveen teaches. Why? Because you should also know what's happening in the globe. Why? Because what I teach, I need, as I told you, I need to match everyone's wavelength, right? There are beginners here, there are from rural background who is not very good in communication. So I need to match everyone's wavelength. So my training might be little unpolished, but as a consultant, you should be very polished. The terminologies, the language, what you use, how you present, everything should be very polished. So when you will get that, when you have an exposure to the international level. So these ebooks will help you to get that international exposure. So that's the reason I share this. This is a hobby reading. Don't stress on this. When you find some time, you want to kill some time, then you go through this and read these documents. Okay. As I already showed my study material. Apart from this, I'll be sharing tons and documents when it comes to the training. I'll share this according to the how we proceed in the training. Why? Because I have seen earlier also, if I share everything at once, see I have some 50 or 15 or 20 documents which I'll be sharing throughout the training process. If I share everything at once, what happens, you know, you will be wasting time browsing these documents. That's it. Nothing you will do. If I tell you some shortcut now, what you will do? You will try to imitate that shortcut instead of learning the exact concept. So I don't want you to time to wasted on these shortcuts or something. That's the reason I'd be sharing the materials or documents phase wise. Whenever it is required, I know, then I'll share with you. I don't share these things at once. If working guys really need it immediately, like SIN or LE or something, I can share for them. But for the beginners, I know when to share. So I'll be sharing in a phase wise and I'll tell you when to start preparation. Suppose see I have a lot of topic wise documents like this. This is an invoice correction request which we see in SAP. So I have a separate document for this. I'll be sharing when we discuss the topic. Variant configuration. I have some other topic document. I'll be sharing this document at that time. Rebates. I have some document I'll be sharing at that time. Like this phase wise, again I'll be sharing lots and lots of documents, particular that to topics, or if that particular topic demands. Okay, so these all things what we would be I would be sharing, and this all would be the training. And I have discussed my action plan of this 2 months of training and 1 month of preparation, these all things. So let us divide our preparation, everything day wise, week wise now. Why? Because we should be very clear in our goals. Then only you can get into SAP. See, as I told you, getting into SAP is not our objective now. Getting into a better job, your choice of job is our objective. That's only the reason we are putting this much of emphasis and pressure and this structured way of preparations. Okay. See, every day, 1.5 hour would be the session. I will mostly try to manage to send you the video on the same day. Why? Because it has not been possible until now for me to send the videos on the same day. Why? Because I take 7 batches a day. What I need to do is I need to convert this GoToMeeting video. This will store in a GoToMeeting version. I need to again convert into MP4 HD version. Again, I need to upload into YouTube. You can just imagine converting a video and then again uploading in YouTube 7 videos a day. It will take certain time for me. Why? Because 7 into 1.5 hour, I am already occupied in sessions. So no time is left for me to do these activities. Generally, I do this particular conversion activities after night 11:30. My laptop would be running 24/7. It is on. I never switch off my laptop. Morning sessions, night conversion and uploading of videos. So you can expect 1 day lead time of getting the videos. But from this batch, I'm committed. I need to upload for sure on the same day. Say suppose if I upload on the same day, 1 day, 1.5 hour, the session time, what you will be assigning the session time, that is 6:30 to 8 o'clock. I'll be sharing the video to you. You need to watch the video again before starting the preparation on the same day, that is 1.5 hour again. Plus, you need to spend again 1.5 hour in reading the material and practicing. After watching the video, I have shown my document, right, my study material. You need to know the theory and you need to practice everything out of this and the system also, and you need to attempt the interview questions for 1 hour. So 1.5 and 1.5, 3 hours and 4.5 hours, 5.5 hours, close to 6 hours. That's what I'm saying. 6 hours a day should be your daily schedule for SAP SD, what you need to dedicate for. Is this practical or it is out of the blue? Can everyone can make it 6 hours a day?
Yeah.
It should be.
Yeah, sure, sir.
You have to, no other option. You have to manage it. Why? Because as I'm telling you, high profile job, high profile course, the 6 months of effort will pay you for life. And second thing, if you're really occupied, if you cannot manage 6 hours of day, no problem, don't worry. Why? Because as I'm telling, our target of job getting is 4 to 5 months. Extend 1 more month. Try to get a job in 6 or 7 months. No wrong. No wrong, right? Take 1 more month. No problem. But get in a job. But don't neglect, okay, we will see tomorrow. Why? Because day on day, your subject will be pile up. Okay? Within a week, we will be looking into tons of concepts. So if you miss 1 day or 1 week, there would be a pile of concepts. For sure, I can say it will be impossible for you to cover it until you finish the training also. So 6 hours of a practical time which we can put something like this, the breakup, 1 hour for classroom session, then after again watching the video, and 1.5 hours again preparing for the theory and the videos, and 1 hour you will be attempting the interview questions. So the idea is what all we discuss in the week, Monday to Friday, should be covered by Saturday and Sunday, that is in the weekend, whatever it is, exercise, topics, whatever it is. You should not carry anything to the next Monday. Will everyone do this, right? You need to practice like this. Why? Because if you carry something, you will be looking a lot of things in this Monday itself or this week itself. If you carry something to the next week, it would be a very huge burden for you. Okay? So don't think that, hey, Praveen discussed very small topic today, which is only half an hour. But my half an hour topic will take your 2 hours of preparation time. Okay? So plan accordingly and try to prepare on the same day and put your effort same day like this for the next 2 months. For sure you will be in a job. Take my word. I am 99% confident that you will be in a job if you put your 100% efforts. Okay? You need not to put even 100% efforts also. Leave it on me. I will make you to put efforts. But if even then if you don't do that, that's up to you. Why? Because see, this is not a college or a school where I can follow up you every day. Why? Because Every month I train close to 70 to 100 guys in my 7 batches. So you 10 guys are from one batch. For sure I'll be following you. For sure I'll be following you. I'll be questioning you. Did you finish this? See, I'll be taking by name and I'll be asking you, hey, you did it this or not? Hey, you did this or not? I'll be asking you. Please don't mind if I ask something like that. Why? Because I want to create some interest on you. I want to make you know that what wrong you are doing. So I'll definitely take name and I'll ask you whether you are doing this or not. Have you finished the exercise or not? I'll be asking you. Please don't mind and excuse me for these 2 months. Okay? We will be good friends for these 2 months. And as a friend, I want to support you to get into SAP industry. And I'll for sure, my commitment is 100%. And I have shown documented also what all. Okay? So this is what I'd be going and I'll be sharing with you in the next 2 months to get you a job and everything. So any questions or any doubt, still someone has doubt whether you will be getting into SAP SD or not. If anything is like that, you can ask me questions. I'm happy to answer you. Anyone?
Yeah, Mr. Praveen.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Abhijit.
Yeah, hi Abhijit, go ahead.
I just wanted to know how can we get a practice after the session when we are having the SAP this demo or something? Can we have access or something to the servers?
I can provide a guy's contact information where you can contact him and get the server access. He will charge some 500 to 600 or close to that. Even I don't know exactly. I can give one reference. You can talk to him and you can take an online access from him. Okay. I will just post that to your Skype ID, that his contact name and email, so that you can talk with him and you can take the access from him. Close to $10 to $15 generally they charge. Yeah. So anything more? Any questions? Anything? Why? Because we will not be getting this time to discuss when we start the actual course of SAP SD later. We will be busy and occupied with looking into the concepts, scenarios, interview questions, topics, lot of things. So anything, something, if you have still doubt in your mind, I'm happy to answer and clear your every doubts, how you will be getting into an SAP SD job. Anil and Amit, is it clear for you? And Kabilan, for Kabilan also.
Yes, sir. Yes, clear, sir.
It's clear for you, right?
Yes, sir.
So now you gain some confidence, you'll be getting into a job,
Yes, sir.
right? As I'm telling, just follow my instructions, don't lean to anything else. Yeah, go ahead. Any question? And you know, the guys who is preparing for certification also, my training is 10 times more the knowledge you will be getting than the certification. Okay, so if anyone is ready to planning to take certification, my training is a cakewalk for you to take certification. And the guys who getting trained from me and getting certification, they have scored 96%. All the guys have scored not less than 96% till now. And there are guys who got certified by just watching my YouTube videos. They are not my trainees. They just watched my YouTube videos and they got certified, and later they realized the power of my training and they came and joined my training. I guess Priyanka knows that. Priyanka, you know Kashif, right? Kashif and Salman from UK.
Yeah.
We have two
Yeah,
guys, my evening batch, Kashif and Salman, they are from Pakistan, UK.
Yeah.
Those guys got certified by just watching my videos in YouTube. Later they realized and joined my training. Okay, so then you can understand you are getting trained from me and I am sharing this much knowledge to you, documents to you, everything. I am very much passionate about my training and to see you in job. If you have that same passion, for sure you can be in a better job. If I talk about a job, that is a better job, not a job. Don't commit yourself for 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs or 5 lakhs. Aim for something good at 8 to 9 lakhs so that at least you can be above 6 lakhs. Don't go for 4 lakhs. Don't undersell yourself. Why? Because many people say that, Praveen, please get me a job. I'll work for 1 year free, or even 10,000 is okay for me. Please get me a SAP job. You need not to undersell after my training, you can get the same package what you are drawing now or anything better than that, like 6 to 9 lakhs the pricing bracket you can put, and the experience you can put anywhere between 3.7 years to 4.2 years. This is what the bracket of experience what you can put and the package what you can expect. My trainee highest got 9 lakhs package in entity data, and one another guy got 12 lakhs, but he's a real-time guy. He got 12 lakhs package, but I consider this 9 lakhs, and minimum is 6.2 lakh what he got. So you can also be anywhere in bracket between this package. Yeah. So any questions from anyone? I'm happy to answer. Any doubts? Any queries?
Sir, I want to ask one question.
What's that, Anil?
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. I can hear you. Can you be little clear?
Sir, I want to ask. Sir, on which SAP version we have to practice now,
Okay.
or that guy will provide us the SAP support? On which version?
Okay, it's a good
will
question.
provide?
See, I will be training you, I will be teaching you on EHP 2, version 2, very old version actually. I will be training you on EHP 2 version, but you will be practicing on anywhere EHP 5 to 7. The latest is 7, EHP 7. But he would be providing anywhere between EHP 5 or 6 or 7. But why I am teaching EHP 2? Because you are going with 4 or 5 years of experience, right? You should know what's happened in the industry in last 4 years. If you go fresh learning the new thing, why? Because I can say 90% of companies are not using EHP 7. They are still in EHP 2 or EHP 5. But you learned EHP 7, the screens are different, fields are different. You will be shocked and amazed by seeing that screen, and immediately you'll call me, Praveen, this is something new, what you had taught, and this is new. That's the reason I will be an old version. I will be teaching what's happening in the industry since last 4 or 5 years or something, but you will be practicing the new versions. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Praveen, I have one doubt now.
Go ahead.
Praveen, the EHP2 is nothing but ECC 6 or something. I'm not.
ECC 6. The current version what we have is ECC 6, but still there are 70% of companies who are running on ECC 5. Why? Because upgrading from one version to other version in SAP, it costs a bomb for customer. It's not that easy. We upload our Windows or antivirus. It will cost customer a lot to upgrade one version to other version. So they don't easily upgrade. You know, there is a version called ECC 4.7 which is introduced in 2004, but until 2014 or 15 companies are using this EHP 4 itself. But now SAP has forced that I will not give support for EHP 7, you need to go for EHP 5 if you want support. Then forcibly companies has moved from ECC 4.7 to ECC 4.5. So you can think and imagine, right? So companies will not immediately migrate from one version to other version. Okay, the present version is EC4, and we will discuss in the Monday session, introduction to SAP versions and everything we'll discuss there. I'll make you familiar what's happened in industry since last 40 years.
Sure, Praveen.
Yeah, anything more? Any questions? See, if you are working guys, if you have some objective of training also, why? Because you are already in a job of SAP SD, but you have some particular objective of joining this training, like you want to learn SIN, or you want to get certified, or you want to know advanced concepts like debugging or functional spec writing, you please let me know. Okay? Why? Because for you, I can share some extra documents which will be helpful for you, which may not be helpful for the beginners, but I will be sharing these documents with the beginners also, but later. But experienced working guys who all want to, if you have some objective of training, please let me know in advance so that I can share something in advance to you. You need not to wait until the last.
Right, Praveen. Mohit this side.
Yeah.
Well, I've already just given my objective for just
Yes.
joining this training.
Yes.
So, well, let me just rephrase it. The objective is just to be a good have a good understanding of SIN, plus VC,
Yeah. Yeah.
and this ABAP concepts,
Yeah.
this FS and all these. So I would request you to, plus LE also. So I
Okay.
would request you to please send me some documents so that I have some time,
Sure. Sure.
some major time in Saturdays and Sundays.
Yeah.
So I can just invest those time. So I will only ask questions when we discuss these topics. I will not
Yeah. Yeah.
interrupt you or
Sure. Sure.
anyone else in between.
Yeah.
That can be done offline. I'll drop you a mail, some sort of that thing. But
Sure.
I will just go through those documents.
Yeah, that's what
before.
my idea also. Why? Because you need not to wait until 2 months or by the time we finish this all concepts which you already know. So I want you to prepare in well advance so that if you have some project immediately saying you if they move you into sin, you should be able to catch that. My idea is that, and yourself also, Balaji, if you have some requirement like that, please let me know.
Sure, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Even after you can put me on Skype message also later. So any more questions from anyone? And still, do you have any doubts in getting a job or getting into SAP SD? Please let me know. And see, SAP is not a self-learning course, and SAP is
Sir,
not
I
a
want to
course.
ask one question.
Yeah, Anil, go ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead, Anil.
Sir, I am from pharma marketing background.
Okay.
I have relevantly almost 16 years of
experience in pharma.
Marketing.
Okay.
So, is there any scope to get SAP SD job in pharma?
For sure. Why? Because
how much
SAP's major install base is in pharma and automobile sector. See, when companies call you for interview, you have 16 years of experience and you will be going with 4 years of SAP experience, right? So when companies call you for an interview, they don't only just see these 4 years, they also see your rich experience of 16 years in pharma industry. Okay, sometimes they may recruit you as a delivery manager. Why? Because some companies will be specialized in pharma implementation, some companies will be specialized in steel implementations, steel, poultry, oil and gas. So those companies really need experts from that particular industries. So if any company is there looking for pharma graduates with and pharma experience along with SAP SD, for sure you would be the person given first preference. Okay. So SAP is something not is only the SAP experience what they will be covering in the industry. They will also look into your domain experience of these 16 years or 10 years or whatever your experience is. So in combination, they'll call you for an interview, not only for 4 years of SAP. And there is a lot of chances you can get a job in a pharma industry itself. And our training also includes one end-to-end implementation of pharma sector. I guess I answered your question, right, Anil? Do you have anything more with that? Yeah, anything more from anyone? Yeah, let me tell you one more thing. See, SAP is not a self-learning course and where you can individually practice or learn. Okay, SAP is such a thing that you should be always in a group and learn. Okay, so I'll be putting you everyone into one Skype group. Okay, and every day I'll be sharing meeting link also there itself in the group. So if anyone is not having Skype, please create Skype and send me the Skype ID. Add me in Skype. My Skype ID is Praveen SAP SD. Please send me a request on this ID. I'll add you. Why? Because I cannot send link to each and individual by mail, and that is not a good way of communication also. Okay, if suddenly power went off or your internet is down, my internet is down, if it is Skype, we can easily immediately communicate. But drafting a mail saying that, hey, my power is went off, so I'll be catching you back, doesn't look nice. Okay, so I want everyone to be on Skype, and I'll be putting you everyone into one group of Skype. So if you have any doubts, questions, everything, you can discuss there. You can share your knowledge. The working guys can help the other guys, beginners, in understanding the concept apart from my training also. And you can also practice like this way. If you are interested, you can, after finishing every topic, put some time, fix some time, and you can ask interview questions one-to-one. If you're interested, be in a group. That anyway will be in a group in Skype. Schedule some time which is feasible to everyone and discuss the interview questions. Practice it. Okay. So I'll tell you how to do this also in the next sessions, coming sessions. I'll tell you and I'll make you to practice like this. Okay. So any more questions? I have a session at 8 o'clock. So we have another 5 minutes or 10 minutes. If you have any questions, I can clear, and we'll catch back on Monday and we'll start actual SAP. And first 3 to 4 days, we will not even touch SAP system. First, we'll try to understand what is a consultant role in SAP SD job and what all a consultant should, what industry expects from the consultant. These all things in general we will know in first 3 or 4 days. Then after only we'll touch the SAP SD system. Yeah. Any questions from anyone?
Yeah, Mr. Praveen.
Well, yeah. What is that?
This is Abhijit.
Yeah, Abhijit, go ahead. Kabilan, can you please mute yourself? Kabilan, can you please mute yourself? Yeah, Abhijit, please go ahead.
Training session will be Monday to Friday or Monday to
Monday
Saturday?
to Friday. Monday to Friday, not Saturday. Earlier I used to take from Monday to Saturday, but working guys like you are the guys who is having some family commitments and these things. What they are saying is, Praveen, one Sunday is not enough for us to prepare this whole week. Why don't you allow us? But this is more with the US guys generally. When you're occupying our weekends, we cannot spend anything, we cannot do everything. Why? Because only weekend Saturday is left for us to do. So okay, what we have to plan is Saturdays and Sundays, I'll give you some exercises or interview questions so that you can do that, not wasting some time. And also, you need some time to rethink what you are doing in the last week, right? If I give you only Saturday off, you are occupied with your family, personal things. If I give Saturday also, at least you will have some time to rethink. That's only the reason, not to put much stress. We will learn SAP SD very joyfully. We will not stress, pressure ourselves, and will not put us into something. Okay, very happily we will learn. Okay, so Monday to Friday, 1.5 hours every day. But we will use some Saturdays and Sundays in coming sessions for the advanced concepts and secondary skills. SIN, LE and advanced concepts will be discussing only on Saturdays and Sundays are holidays. We will not waste our time on these working days. And see, I will be very much sticking to my, strictly sticking to my timelines. 2 months means 2 months. I told the other guys I will be finishing your batch on April 20th. I finished their batch April 20th. April 22nd I started your training. So I will be very strict with sticking to the timelines. So I want you also to be with me. And as I told you, I am now itself telling the last day of this batch would be June 15th. June 15th would be the last day of this batch. We will finish everything by this batch, June 15th. And you can also plan accordingly for this date. Okay, have something in your mind. Why? Because if you don't know start and end, you don't know where you are going. So I'm saying the end date also, it is June 15th. You'll be finishing everything. And we will use some Saturdays and Sundays. We will schedule Saturdays and Sundays according to everyone's availability so that we can look into the advanced process. Yeah, anything more?
Sir, after June 15th, if I require little help from your side, whether it will be
always
possible to
I'm available.
have your help?
Always I'm available on Skype
Okay.
or WhatsApp or on my mobile. Priyanka know better. Priyanka, you're there, right? I'm available. Priyanka, I'm available, right? All the day?
Yes, yes, yeah.
Okay, I am quite available except my sessions. Okay, as I told you, if I am busy in a session, I may not be giving you reply immediately, but for sure I'll reply you back. It may take some time. I will be available on Skype, WhatsApp, and on my mobile or email also. You can contact me through any source. Not only even after the training, even after you are getting a job also, you can be in touch with me next for 2 years or 5 years. Not a problem. I'll be in touch with you. Okay.
Thank you.
I have guys who got trained 2 years back. They are still in touch with me. Whenever they come to Hyderabad, they come and meet me and go. And they recruit guys, my trainees. If they have openings in their company, they recruit my trainees. We will be in touch. It's not like a hit and run kind of thing. I'll not go anywhere. You will also not be there. You'll be in touch with us. I'll be with you until you get a job. Then after also I'll be in with you, touch with you. Yeah. Anything more? So if you have anything or something, questions or something, you can either post me on email or Skype. If you cannot ask here, or later you remember some question, you can also post on Skype or you can email me. I can answer you. Okay. So for today, what I'll do is, for everyone, I'll be sharing this material called Kapil Sharma. I was talking about some ebook, right? This Kapil Sharma. I'll share this book to everyone for today. What everyone do is, for this weekend, we will be starting our session from Monday. For this weekend, pull some time and try to finish the first chapter of this particular ebook. Why? Because it gives a very good understanding of what is SAP SD and what is what and everything. Okay. So I request you to just finish this particular document. Okay, the first chapter, at least first chapter, so that it will give you some, see, first steps in SAP, how SAP has evolved, and what is SAP. It talks about a lot of things in the first 1 and 2 chapters. So first you finish this, and it will also give introduction of what all concepts are there in SAP topic wise. So by Monday when you come, you'll have at least some idea in your mind, okay, this is what I'm going to learn in this next 2 months. Okay, so I request you to finish the first one topic. One chapter is enough. First one chapter is much more than enough. I'll share this book with everyone. Later, after confirmation of fees, I'll be sharing my complete other materials. Yeah, go ahead. Who's that? Yeah, go ahead.
We'll share this on email or some other media.
What is it, Anil?
Sir, this book you will share by email or by some other?
By email, by email. It is close to 15 MB plus. See, what all I share, maximum I'll share by email itself. Why? Because sometimes in Skype you might be having settings that erase the history on 7 days or 1 week, right? So what all I share is valuable for you throughout your career, not only for training purpose. So what all I share I will share through email, so that you'll be having those copies with you for life. Only communication we will be using the Skype, that's it. But any document sharing, video sharing, everything will be happen through email itself. So any more questions? Last question. See, already guys are pinging. I have other session. So I hope it's clear for everyone. So all the best. If you have some questions, you can talk to me later. Also, you can call me on my mobile or you can email me. Okay. So if I'm available, if I'm not in a session, I can for sure pick the call and talk to you, or else I'll be calling you back if you have some issue. Okay. So let's call it a day. Yeah. Any question, Mr. Abhijit?
No, it's okay. Thank you.
Okay. So we'll call it a day today, and we'll catch up on Monday. So happy weekend and have a good day. Bye bye.
Thank you. Same to you. Bye.